Hey guys, what's up everyone? Welcome to Young Titan World. So sorry, I don't understand why I keep mixing up the intros. This is MXR Replays, and welcome once again. We're here to answer as many questions as possible with the sole intent on enlightening everyone that believes that this is MXR Plays when it's not. By the time this is much of a talker, this is exactly why I just wanted to just upload the videos and not say anything because I'm a blabbermouth. I don't like blabbing, okay? I blah blah blah. And I hate it. It makes me feel uncomfortable, right? All right, let's see. This was 4 hours ago. Okay, this is the beginning. So we're starting. It's like Akon, but better looking. Oh my gosh. You guys are gonna make me blush. Okay, we're answering questions here, ladies and gentlemen. I need you to work with me. Ask the questions. It says, are you in any way associated with Genie and Henry? No, I am not. I am completely an independent entity that fell in love with them back when we're in the COVID days, and I've been in love with them ever since. And so, I've just made it my prime goal. At first, I was just okay with making clips on this channel, right? And then what happened to them happened, and all of a sudden I was like, oh my god, I'm not gonna get my daily fix of MXR plays. So what do? Then I just started uploading, their old videos. I tried getting them from anywhere I could, from internet archives, freaking whatever part of the internet that was able to keep a piece of the king queen. I decided to pull all of that and bring them to this channel. So I hope that answers your questions. It says, my question is, why you have nails so long? Very good question. Technically, I cut them as many times as I try to, but they grow back much faster than normal human. I could cut them off like right now, and tomorrow they'll probably be longer. I have no idea why it does that, but it does that. It says, you better have gotten their consent before uploading. This is their content, not yours. I get it. I agree completely. When I was uploading these, or at least these old videos, I thought about it. Okay, I thought about the fact that, okay, it's their content. There's no way that I would be sitting right with stealing this stuff. So I reached out to them. And as I have, it's a couple of days or a couple of weeks, months, no, just a couple of weeks, or say. It's been a while. I've not heard back from them, but I try to reach out to them as many ways as I can. I try even going on Genie's stream. I even have the Patreon signed up. So I'm trying as much as possible to get their consent, or at least to get them to at least know that they have some of their fans here on MXR Replays. Okay, now it says, do you know them personally? As I answered yes, the first one, no, I do not know them personally. I'm just a fan like you guys who was robbed of the opportunity to enjoy more of MXR Plays content. So in that sense, we're all the same. It's just that I was a little bit more obsessed. I don't know if that makes sense, It says, will they be allowed to start another channel? Possibly. Possibly. I think MXR Plays is capable of making a lot more content that doesn't have to deal with sloot mods, and people would still enjoy it. They had a following of 2 million, okay? We were 2 million on that channel before it got deleted. I'm pretty sure a lot of people signed up because they were a wholesome couple and not because Henry was the master of thumbnails, okay? I believe that if he decides to divert to a different kind of content creation, he is not gonna flop on that part, because we honestly go after them because they are a wholesome couple. That's the main gist of it all. Like, that's the point. It says, what about their old vlogs that got removed? Well, I can't say for sure. I try as much as possible to get all of their videos, so I've been digging up internet archives, and let me tell you, it takes a while for me to even get any of those videos to load up, because after it loads up, now I have to download it. After I download it, I have to re-upload it and add some of the extra content, which you see, at least the descriptions that go down below. So it's kind of like, it takes a while to do that. All right, it takes a while to do that, but if you guys want their really old vlogs, then I will do my best to try and see if I can dig that up on Internet Archives, which is going to be crazy. It says, at least you aren't uploading their videos to make yourself some cash. This is a very interesting question because I get the question a lot of, have you monetized their content? You're supposed to give them a share. This entire channel is not monetized. Trust me, it's not monetized. In fact, I decided to go a step further so that it doesn't get monetized. This is a fan channel. I'm not trying to make money off Mxrplays. My goal was to make sure a lot more fans were aware that Mxrplays was no more on the platform. Because up to this day, I see a lot of comments that go, "Oh my god, Genie and Henry are not there anymore. Why is that?" Well, because they got banned. Crazy, right? Yeah, it's crazy that there are people who still don't know that the king and queen have been taken off the platform. Well, at least the king, because you know it's Henry mostly. It's Henry. It says, okay, oh, there's a goat. Where's the goat? I don't see it. It says, have you shared some of the video to Henry and Genie? Well, as I said, I've tried to reach out, not necessarily in terms of like the kind of content, but mainly all the videos that are up here are stuff that are already on Rumble or they're on the Internet Archive. So if you look hard enough, you'd be able to see that, okay, I really just got them from public websites, or at least from Internet Archive mostly. So that's where I get their content from, because someone made the very smart choice, or at least the smart decision, of saving up most of their videos over there. So if you can't wait for my daily uploads of their old videos, you can just head out to Internet Archive, type in Mxrplays, and you're gonna get the whole shebang. Everything that they've ever done since the moment they set foot on this beautiful planet we call YouTube, which is now, you know, a desecrated wasteland that is full of just child touchers. All right, now I think the biggest concern is, number one, do you have the permission from MXR Henry? No, I do not. This is completely uncharted waters. We have no permission, no consent whatsoever. Is the channel monetized, and if yes, then is the fair share going to MXR? No, the channel is not monetized. I am not planning on doing that anytime soon, but you guys let me know if you see any ads, because it's a little odd. I've not applied for the monetization. If you like, I'll probably upload a screenshot of us not being monetized and none of the videos that we have being monetized, so you can use that as proof enough, because I don't want to start this thing on a tight schedule, or at least on a bad note. And so yeah, let's keep it that way. It says all the bases are checked and you got the green light to do what you do, then have at it and good luck. Well, thank you, but also at the same time, you know, it's kind of like a gray area. I'm doing this because I know that the fandom exactly needs to have a way to remember them by. If Henry wants to take up the course and do everything on Patreon, that's his choice. It's his content. He has every right to do that. What I can do as a person who is totally in love with them is to try as much as possible to drive a lot of views, or at least a lot of people, to their Patreon. That is why I upload their link to every single re-upload that we do on this channel, just so that they can get more people joining up on the Patreon. So it's kind of like a job that I'm not being paid for on either side. Henry doesn't know, YouTube doesn't know. It's like we're just doing this and it's not going on a paycheck of any sorts. So I don't mind. It says, can't fool us. We know that it's actually deepfake Kai under there. Hey, you can't deepfake this face. How dare you? Well, I don't think she would go for blackface as a, what they call it, as a deepfake. I think she could go for more attractive options, let me tell you that. And it says, yeah, everything cute and all until you see the Telegram link. Oh yeah, that's a morally gray area. The Telegram link is for those who cannot afford the Patreon. Let me just say, it's for those who can't afford it. If you can, and you go there, you're doing a disservice to the king and queen. Just know that. Now, it says, any chance you could upload their old cooking and food related videos? That is something that I think I can do. Probably over the weekend, I'll try as much as possible to dig deeper into the Internet Archives and see if I can fish them out. I do not know if they're there though, because to the extent of my knowledge, the kind of stuff that is on the Internet Archive are limited. they might be more, but not everything. So I'll have to get back to you on that. Let's see. It says, going to be more damning evidence on bias if this channel never gets flagged after MXR got deleted for the same content. I hope it works out. Yes, well, I kind of see Henry's point, and I also see what YouTube was facing on a daily basis. Most of the time, almost like every single day that I upload their video, what happens is that I get a copyright strike from multiple platforms, or at least from different places, and I get a strike, or at least I get a warning for stuff that is not really sexual, or it looks like it's sexual, but it hasn't really violated any of YouTube's laws. So what I do is that I appeal, and then they get back to me, and they like been going through this for years. Just imagine every single time that he uploads something, even remotely sexual, it gets a strike. So I see that it's actually true. It's not just, you know, that they hated. It's like everything that has to do with him. So it's kind of like, okay, he was definitely hated. So it says, please explain why the Telegram channel on your YouTube description is not working. Well, I don't know about that. I could re-upload a different link so that you guys can go and check it out. It says, my main question is, why is Henry black? And change his channel name. Well, I am not Henry. If you could tell, this is not, y'all not gonna make me do this. Y'all trying to make me crash out. It says, okay, another question says, will you sell the channel to MXR if asked, or give them a side of the revenue of the channel? Well, the channel is not earning shit, so I don't mind. Honestly, if they think that they could benefit from using this channel, why not? I mean, I would gladly give them this channel, because this channel is based off of their content. Every single thing, from every clip to every video that exists on this channel right now, is theirs. So if they want it, I'll give it to them. Like, do you even need to ask me? The moment they pop in, it's like, hey man, it's like, take it, take everything from it. It definitely, because every single day, it's just, you know, contending with all of these comments. And while I would love to be Henry and Genie doing that, I'm not them. So even responding to comments like, welcome back, it's like, no, Henry and Genie are on MXR Plus, and this is MXR Replays, which is run by a completely different person who Genie and Henry have no idea exists in the first place. So yes, I think it's great. Yes, it says, I knew that this was not the real Mxrplays channel. There is one thing I would like to know. How can I upload old MXR videos to this channel? I do have a lot of their older and newer vlogs on the PC, and I would like to upload to this fan channel. Great. That is where the Telegram comes in. Once you go to the Telegram, there are a lot of content there that you can upload the content over there. So if the link is not working, I would have to create it again and put it up there so that people can upload, you know, the older stuff onto the Telegram, and then we can just, you know, we'll also upload that one. We just put it on the schedule as well. It says, this video, a big thank you, future plans. Where is this from? That video is from Patreon. But I knew that it would be very skeptical for me to just upload it directly. So what happened was I noticed that it was on Reddit, and then it was on Twitter. So then I got the green light to like put it up here on YouTube, because now it's in the public audience, and it didn't really receive a lot of backlash when it did. It says, do you have an Odyssey backup account if this channel gets pulled? I've never even heard of Odyssey in the first place, so this is completely new to me. I'm gonna have to check it out. If shit hits the ceiling, I think we're going to have to put it up there too, because it's either I create an archive here on YouTube, or I create it on Odyssey, or I create it on Rumble. Either ways, I have to upload it somewhere, because granted, this is for the fandom, it is for Krewsaders, but at the end of the day, it is for me too, because I loved them deeply, and it would hurt so much to know that I'm never gonna get a single new Mxrplays video ever again. So I hope to God that I can do that somewhere else. It says, are you uploading or re-uploading new stuff that they've done? Old stuff, very old stuff, from the past, from a couple of weeks ago to months, years. And you're probably gonna see that as time goes on, I'm probably gonna be going deeper into the past, to deeper, 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 until we go to the very first time that Henry saw Genie and he said Panda Queen. Yes. Now it says there are people who wear skin suits. Look up Gucci Mane suit. This is proof. A black dude who wears a bodysuit of an Asian character named Henry, but who plays Genie. The rabbit hole goes deep. Seriously? Conspiracy theories in my comment section? I should mute you, but I'm gonna keep you there because it's nice to hear different opinions. Who knows? I could be Henry. Yeah, right. Okay, it says, I appreciate you uploading these videos. How did you accumulate all these videos? Do you have MXR's entire catalog? Did anyone from MXR reach out to you? And how is YouTube treating your channel in regards to the issues that got MXR booted off? Thanks again for keeping MXR alive out here. That's a lot of questions and great positivity. I love it. So let's start with the first one. Accumulate all the videos. Well, I took one Saturday to go through the entire internet to find every single video of MXR, Genie, and Henry. Just, put them on my hard drive. And then I started to upload them day by day. Now, obviously, if you are an MXR fan, you knew that at a certain point in time during the day, MXR would upload a video. And he consistently did that, for days, like day after day, until YouTube decided to be a bitch about his content. And then they started messing up his time flow, or at least his time schedule, right? And it says, will you mark Patreon comments so people know which is a re-upload of YouTube content and which is new here? I don't understand the question. It says, will you mark Patreon comments so people know which is a re-upload of YouTube content? Yes? No? I mean, I could tag it as probably, because mainly if I'm supposed to guess, Genie and Henry have moved from apartment to apartment, like, for a while now. At least there are two apartments that I'm aware of, and so I know what their background looks like. And so when it comes to that, I could probably tell, like, okay, this is early 2023 or this is late 2024, so I could probably do that. I don't know how accurate I could be, but I could definitely give it a go. It probably would help a lot of people so that they know. It says, thanks man for keeping this content alive. Henry, is that you with AI? Nah, bro, thanks for keeping posting. I seriously don't think... Do I even remotely look like Henry? Like, seriously, though. The dude has a lot of things. It definitely doesn't add up. I feel like you're doing Henry and Genie a huge favor and giving them a way of gathering new fans that could go over to their Patreon. But there's always the concern that you're taking money away from them, basically stealing their content from Patreon. Well, that's why I said, imagine if you went to the movies. No, don't imagine going to the movies. Imagine if you have a Netflix account, and then your friends want to watch, and then your parents want to watch. You're not gonna say no to that. I think I'm just giving them a window to what they're really missing out on the Patreon, because a lot of stuff. Why is that bug trying to just ruin this entire video? Do you want to be in the video? If you don't want to be in the video, get the fuck out. You hear me? Oh, I'm gonna crash out right now. Just stop. Okay, get some help. That was a little bit odd. Now, well, wait, that's not Henry, but he looks so much like him. What the fuck? What do you mean that doesn't... Or do I? Somebody saved me from myself. Okay, so this one says Genie Poetic is still up. You work for Henry and they will still profit off the channel. Otherwise, you will be in trouble for stealing content. Yes, I am being fed with that reality, and we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But right now, I'm just more of preserving their legacy on YouTube. So if they're gonna hate the fact that I'm trying to keep their content alive on YouTube, well, I guess we'll face the consequences when it comes to it. I created this channel as a fan channel, and when it happened, I tried to do everything that I could to keep the fire alive. I'm not getting paid for this, neither do I want to be, because I love doing this. I just love doing it. I don't need no money to keep going. That's what I'm saying. Now it says, where is Henry and Genie? And I think some of the answers are, they got permabanned from YouTube. See, new people are finding about this every single day. Nice to finally beat you, friend. I dig what you're doing. Fellow Krewsaders, we need to protect this man at all costs on behalf of our king and queen. There's a very good chance that he is, in fact, doing God's work. You're so sweet. I'm using my epic voice, so I can't really cry right now, but I'll be sure to do that when I'm sleeping. My pillow has a lot of those. It says, my man, all right, let's go. I guess my only question would be, how far back of a catalog of videos do you have? I started watching MXR in January of 2021, and man, that was my favorite year of clips. But I love them all, don't worry, lol, la la la. Okay, so with this guy, he definitely wants some of the old stuff. That's what I'm saying. The old stuff is in the Internet Archive. I can go in there, plunge deep into the depths of the Internet Archive, and retrieve that which is made sacred to the MXR Krewsaders crew. It says, good on you, bro, keep it alive. Do you have all the past videos backed up, and do you plan on eventually posting all of them at the same rate your post now? Well, yes. In fact, I was hoping that I could increase it to 2 videos a day, but then I realized that there were also YouTube strikes for certain videos, and I wanted to make it sure that even if they took down a video, I would be able to substitute it with another video. So if they even take down like 3 videos at the same time, I'd still be able to upload something. So I'm just doing it in mathematically so that no matter how many times they try to drop a video, I still have one to replace it and make sure that it's a daily thing. So yeah, that's kind of like the plan. But if I get like an abundance, because I don't have the entire catalog, that's the reality. I don't have the entire catalog. What I do have is a specific set of skills. No, that's not what I wanted to say. What I do have is a variety of videos that they've made over the past year. And so for the older ones, I would have to like take, like a step back and actually go deeper into the Internet Archive to be able to get you guys that really good old, refined wine type shit. Oh, it says Black Henry is awesome. You're killing me. At this point, you are, in fact, killing me. Please stop. I do not want to die. Oh, I thought they were behind this channel. Yeah, I know. Like, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but this is not the case. If you want, R Plus is still up and running, and they're still, in charge of that, so you can always go catch up. They do have a couple of videos over there, so you can go there and know that, those two are behind it, and they love what they're doing. Now, it says, we do appreciate what you are doing. It is, and has been their life's work so far, so if there's money to be made from it, you have to give it to them. If there is just for archive purposes, and it has to be no ads and free, and still only with their consent. If it was literally any other content, I'm not sure anyone would care. They would just be glad. They would be just glad to have their favorite vids ads. But people take Henry and Genie content personal. The journey they have been on is like watching a real-life Truman Show. Everyone watches for them, and for what some people see as the only functional relationship they have ever seen, not just their content. I believe this message a whole lot more. I think they are the most genuine relationship I've ever seen on YouTube. Everything else feels fake. It feels like, the acting and pretending, all of these crazy stuff. But they are genuinely pouring out their hearts, enjoying the kind of content they see on Reddit and just reacting to it. So even the story themselves, the story of Mxrplays starts on YouTube, and its validity exists on YouTube. So I don't want to like tarnish that image in any way, which is why I'm trying as much as possible to reach out to them. So if you have a way, if you know of a way to reach out to the king and queen and tell them that Mxrplays is trying to re-upload all their old content, please do so. Please do so, because I know for a fact that Genie and Henry are really busy, and they can't be bothered. I mean, if I sent a message, I'm a nobody. He doesn't really know who I am. Not really much of a person that he chats with on a daily basis, so he doesn't know who I am. So if you guys could reach out to him and tell him that Mxrplays is just trying to get him to, at least endorse this channel. If he wants the channel, he can have it. All I'm just saying is that we're gonna be here re-uploading the content. If I do get a response from him, I will be sure to upload that as well. but as of the moment, I'm just telling you guys that nothing would make me happier than re-uploading this content and having Henry's big ass smile behind it. It just makes the honeypot sweeter. It doesn't have to be a paycheck that gets me happy. It can just be their approval of this channel that makes everything worthwhile. And as for those who believe that this channel is monetized, hate to break it, we're not monetized, and neither do I intend to be. Legit way to make money. But I will be uploading a picture that shows every single thing when it comes to the monetization, the videos that we can and cannot, monetize on. But we're not getting any money from this. That's the whole point I'm trying to make right now. We do not make no money on this platform. That is correct. Okay, says it says I love to see the vlog in the full length instead of parts. Yeah, well, that's true. Back then, I was mainly just making clips, just short cuts of the full videos, because the full videos were on Mxrplays. But now that they're gone, they feel incomplete. At first I was just gonna be like, prepare you the way of the Lord, like just directing people to Mxrplays. But now it's like, okay, Mxrplays is no more, so now I have to pull up all of the content that I was directed them towards, and that could probably drive me insane. Now it says, thanks for clarification on everything. Yes, I appreciate that. You're welcome. It says, you, sir, are a legend. That's it. I have no questions, no answers necessary. I completely get it. Bro is so good at deception, he doesn't even try. What? Well, that hurt my floppy feelings, didn't it? Okay, I'm sorry. I definitely need to work on my behavior. I'm not really a people person. I do not do videos. It's not really my thing. And it says, I love the accompanying videos and other vlogs. I'm glad I can watch them again on this channel. Thank you. You're welcome. You're absolutely welcome. Just know that I enjoyed too. All right? Now it says, I was very happy to see your fan channel when Mxrplays got snatched from us. I'm a $10 per month Patreon member, but it's always nice to see a YouTube MXR notification and watch some classic Henry and Genie. Most of us are very grateful that you take the time and trouble to repost these for us. Cheers. That's basically what I'm here for. You get a like and you get a love. Now where's Genie, Henry? Seriously? Seriously? You need to stop that. That joke is getting old. It's been 30 minutes and it's getting old. Oh, it's been 30 minutes. Oh, fuck. That's a long time. How do you feel if someday MXR is able to come back to YouTube? Would you like to collab with them, or would you just hand over the channel? Just tell me the best and worst case scenario. Alright, let's start. Best case scenario. They pop up on YouTube, they see my shit, they're like, oh my gosh, this guy is absolute gold. We want to do a collab with the guy who saved us from damnation from the awful YouTube overlords. And then I get a collab with them, I go on a date with Kai, and then we probably become part of the Mxrplays family. That is best case scenario. Worst case scenario, they come back on YouTube. They see that they see the fact that I've been reposting their shit. They get a copyright strike on this channel. They get this channel deleted, and we are wiped off the face of freaking YouTube ever. And that is worst case scenario. Now, honestly, it doesn't really. I hope the worst case scenario doesn't come to be. But hey, if that comes to it, or at least if that becomes the reality, it has been fun serving the Mxrplays community as long as I could. I really do love what I'm doing here, and I know that I've been doing this without getting any pay for it, and I just love it. So, I mean, regardless of whatever happens, I just love doing this, so it doesn't really change anything. So that's the best case and worst case scenario for me. And also, the part about me dating Kai or going on a date with her, don't look into it too much, because it's probably she likes cat boys, and I am not about to get up and dress up in a freaking cat suit, bro. Like, nah, man, miss me with that shit. Although it does seem like my eyes seem more intent to doing it. No, it doesn't. You're right. Now it says, I hope Henry or Genie recognize what you did for them, man, and hopefully justice for them as well for this absurd situation that they're going through right now. I really do hope so too, man. Now it says, you're doing good work re-uploading these old video, good sir. Very much appreciated. Not all heroes wear capes. Okay, now it seems as if I'm glazing myself with your comments. I must desist from such work. Oh my god, there's so many wholesome comments. Honestly, I thought that you guys were gonna hate me to the core. Yeah, man. I'm fine by the way. Now, is there any chance to get their channel back? Yes, found in the Krewsaders community. I'm not really much of a social butterfly, so to have like this family that filled with people that, you know, just relate with the MXR content, it just brings me enough joy to want to do this selflessly and without anything going into my pocket. So I think this is gonna be the end. I hope you enjoyed the video. It's 30 minutes long, so if you watched to this end, you are definitely a real one. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. You take care, and until next time, which I hope never comes to be, because honestly, if I show up here, it just means that, okay, there's no Henry or Genie content. That's why we're here. I'm gonna have to cut that out. But in any case, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys take care of yourselves. And until next time, peace. Of course, I copied their outro, but here's my own outro.